challenging class. Remember, just do what feels right for you, take a break, come into child's pose if you need to at any time. And you don't need to hold things for as long as I'm holding them if it doesn't feel right for you. Okay, today we're going to start in either your hero pose, okay, where we can sit with the bottom down in the middle with our legs parallel, or you can of course put a few books or a block underneath there, or you can always just start kneeling on your heels if hero pose is a little bit too strong for you first thing in your practice. Okay, I'm just going to take a few deep breaths, just connect into the breath, keeping the shoulders down, just taking it nice and easy. Just take those few moments to connect with your breath and just connect with yourself. And just be mindful of your heart, mind, coherence. And then slowly open your eyes. And just keep sitting where you're sitting, take the chin to the chest. And on the inhale, bring the head back up and rest it on the shoulder girdle. Inhale to centre, exhale all the way to the right. Inhale back to the centre, all the way up to the left. And inhale back to centre. If you're uncomfortable still sitting here in Hero Virasana pose, you can always come up into a normal seated position for the next section. Okay, I'm just going to let you take time to adjust. Take the left hand behind and just bring the fingers together in this kind of position. Okay, now just bring that left shoulder down as far as you can manage to go, sitting up nice and straight. And I want you just to take the head to the right. So you feel a nice stretch all the way down the left side of the neck and into the shoulder. Breathing. Just keep breathing on a few breaths. 3, 4, and 5. Bring the head back up to centre. Release the hands. Take the right hand down and take the left arm up and over into a nice side stretch. Breathing nice and deeply. Three, 4, bring that hand back. Now we're going to change arms. We're going to bring the right arm around now and then just grab the fingers. Take the right shoulder back as far as you can. And we're going to take the head over to the left. So the stretch is now down the right side of the neck and into the shoulder. Just keep breathing nice and deeply. And 3, 4, and 5. Release the hands, take the left hand down and take the right arm up and over into a nice side stretch. And 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring that arm around. Okay, coming slowly out of this, particularly if you've been in hero poses, just bring the legs round very gently, just let them have a little rest. You need to allow for the blood to rush back into the feet, okay? Great for circulation. So just Sit here and connect with the breath. Take a nice deep breath in and we'll come forward into a gentle forward fold. Again, just do it as deeply as you can because this is early doors. If your hamstrings are screaming a little bit, then just bring yourself up a little bit. Don't force anything at all. It's just where you feel comfortable and how far you feel comfortable coming down. Just breathing. And 4 and 5. Slowly coming back up again. Wonderful. Okay, crossing the legs over, we're just going to come into a tabletop. And we're going to place the hands shoulder width apart, directly under the shoulders, and the knees are hip width apart. We're just going to slowly rock back and forth. I'm just opening up the wrists here. I'm going to rock back and forth. Just come as forward as you can, and back as far as you feel comfortable. Breathing in as you come forward, and out as you take yourself back. Okay, coming back up to tabletop, we're going to take the hands round this way if you can. Now, you might not be able to get that far, so just take them round as far as you can manage and work with it, okay? And again, same thing applies. You can come forward quite deeply, possibly, but not far back. So just go back as far as is comfortable, okay? It's quite a deep stretch in the wrists and up the inner forearms, okay? So just, it's a very gentle exercise, just to open up the wrists and also to create some flexibility in the wrists. Because the wrists do get quite a lot of work with lots of arm balances, downward dogs, all these kind of postures. So it's good just to keep them open, flexible, but strong. Okay, coming back again. Bring your hands round to normal again. And then we're going to just do some nice circles. So we're going to come forward and circle the hips all the way around. Come back as deep as you can. Forward. Let's do, let's say we've done that twice. Let's do another 3 this side and then we'll reverse. So we're opening up the lower back at the same time. You'll find as you go around to the right, you'll feel the stretch in the lower right hand side of the lower back. And as you come up, the last one this side, you'll feel it less intensely on the left, which is why we reverse. So you can feel it intensely on the way down the left and the right, not quite so as you come up. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Good. Okay, coming back up again. We're just going to come back on to the knees. I'm just taking a little break, breathing. 1. And 2. Coming forward again. We're going to come into downward dog, okay? But we're going to start off with downward dog with bent knees. So I want you to really concentrate on lengthening through the back. So we're bending the knees. Taking our gaze up towards the knees. Okay, so we're holding the core, remember, but as we bend the knees, we're able to concentrate more on lengthening through the back. Often when we do our downward dogs, it's all about hamstrings for people and they kind of forget what's going on with their back. So let's just concentrate on lengthening through the arms, pushing away from the hands, and lengthening through the spine. Softening the shoulders and bringing that chest down towards the floor. Take the gaze up towards. If your legs are bent, it might be a little bit more difficult to see the navel, so just generally in the knee direction is fine here. Take a few breaths. Okay, now we're going to try and now straighten those legs, pushing the heels into the floor. Alright, so try and maintain that back You will still move slightly, obviously, but you want to keep the length in the back if you can as you straighten those legs, holding it nice and steady. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now we're going to bring the feet together. So this is kind of more classical downward dog. And then we're going to just slide the feet to the side. Okay, we're going to come into side plank. Alright, you might have to adjust your feet to hold that position. Now we're going to lift that right leg, hold, and down. Now if you can, grab the toe and lift up, go for it. Otherwise just do another leg lift. Woo! Okay, keep it steady. Bring the hand down, back to downward dog. Good. I've actually just done a big workout already, so I'm a bit... my muscles are quite shaky. Alright. Taking it nice and easy. Okay, we're going to take that right leg up towards the ceiling. And we're going to bring it through to the hands. Okay, we're going to come into a nice low lunge, but we're going to keep the foot flexed at the back. Okay, bring yourself up and to reaching the hands up to the sky. Nice and steady. Holding it now. You can obviously, if that's uncomfortable for you, you can obviously take your foot down. If you feel that's a little bit too much for your calf or indeed your quad, then you can always take that foot down. Okay? But it's just nice to have a little bit of variation. Okay, keep it nice and steady. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring that left elbow through and palm the hands together. Let's get a nice deep twist going on here. Just breathe through. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hands down. Okay, I want you to come back up now and bring your foot into a pyramid shape. So it's almost half warrior foot position. Hands down in the front. Okay, so this might be quite strong in the hamstrings, just take it easy. And we're just going to exhale into the knee. And then we're going to inhale up with a straight back. We're going to exhale into the knee. And inhale up. Exhale into the knee. Inhale. And exhale into the knee. Inhale up, final time. Exhale into the knee. Well done. Bring your legs back into downward dogs. Legs bent. Lengthen through the spine. Holding nice and steady. Breathing 3, 4. Expose myself a wee bit there. Okay, and then strength, lengthen through the legs as well now. Holding nice and steady. Breathing. Ooh, I'm popping out again. 2, 3, 4. I'm going to just turn around so I'm not facing my back to you guys. But just hold that steady. And then we're going to come into feet together in our plank, okay? And then we're turning round into our our one-armed plank. Arm up, lift the leg, and down. If you want to grab the toe, lift up, hold, and back down. Well done. Okay, come back to downward dog. Deep breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Lift that left leg up to three-legged dog. Whoo, bring it all the way through, okay? To a low lunge with the foot flexed if you prefer or you can, or remember like so if you can't, right? Okay, bring the arms up, holding steady, shoulders down, bring those hips down to the floor. Remember, you just have to do what you can do. Take a rest at any time. You just have to honour how your body feels at the time of practice. And sometimes you just don't feel up for it, sometimes you really do. It's just to go with the flow. Breathe in. 3, 4, and 5. Bring that right elbow down. Hands together. And a nice deep twist. Again, keep the hips coming down. You can lengthen through the foot if you wish. It's up to you. Keep it nice and steady. Okay, bring your hands back down. You're going to come back into downward dog. Oh, actually, sorry, no, we're going to come into pyramid, aren't we? Coming into pyramid here with half leg. Now we're looking up and we're exhaling into the leg. Looking up with a straight back and we're exhaling into the leg. Keeping it nice and steady. Remember, you can bring a bend in the legs if you need to. Inhale. And exhale. And last time. Exhale. Back to downward dog. Okay, now we're going to bring the left foot in towards the right. We're going to bring the right foot up to the hands. And then we're going to come up and bring our feet into star, okay? We're going to come to a nice Prasarita Padottanasana. So take a nice deep breath in, exhale forward, keep everything core engaged, remember, hands come down, fingertips in line with the toes, pushing the energy down the back of the thighs, bringing the head down, breathe in, breathing nice and deeply, keep it nice and steady, just opening up the abductors now, just keeping the core engaged, let the head hang. Now we're going to look up now, take a nice deep breath in, and then we're going to take the hands behind, okay, behind underneath. I'm going to try and inch them as far back as we possibly can, alright? Once we've reached that zenith point, just allow the head to hang again, keep the knees engaged. Breathing. Three, 4, and 5. Coming back up slowly. Bring the hands out now in front. Come forward, bring the weight forward onto the hands. And again, just allowing the weight, so I want you to push down with the hands and lift up with the upper arms, okay? So you're bringing your back nice and straight. Still pushing down nice and gently, but pulling up with the arms. So you're lengthening through the arms. Well done. Now I want you to bend the knees here, and I want you to jump the legs together. Okay, so, and come up to stand into Sansiti. Excellent. Take a little breather. I'm going to go into a nice balance now. Okay, so we're going to take the weight on our left leg and take the right leg over just above the knee. Keep the hips nice and square. And we'll take the hands together in the prayer position or on your hips. And we're just going to squat. Now we're going to squat gently. Try and keep your back as straight as possible. Keep your drishti point on something straight ahead or on the floor that's not moving. Breathing. You're doing really well. And if you fall over or just come out of this pose, just gently come back and compose yourself again. And come in. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done. If you held that length of time, that is extremely good. That shows good concentration. Okay, right, feet hip width apart before we do the other side. We'll just come down and do a little Dandasana. So we're taking a nice deep breath in, and we're going to forward fold. I'm coming all the way down. And if you're able to grab your toes with your forefingers, excellent. And then just gently bring the toes up towards your face. Keep the legs strong and the core strong. Just let the top part of the body and the head hang. And breathe deeply. I find this just a lovely, lovely stretch on my back. My spine just gets back into position. I feel like it's my ribs. I don't know, it feels like it opens up the ribs, you know, just gives them, the whole spine, a different feel in the discs being upside down like this. And inversions are great for your body, but they're also good for your mind. It does actually make you look at things or look at life upside down or a different way. And the yoga philosophy would say that by doing this, you're maybe looking at things that happen in your life, look at them a different way. If the shoes were on the other foot, I suppose, how does that change the situation? Okay, now we're going to bend the knees here as we bring ourselves up slowly. Well done, back to Samsiddhi. Breathe in. Other side with the squat. Left leg over right, just above the right knee. Hands together wherever feels comfortable, and I'm going to hold the position. Just be aware how hard that right leg, ankle, foot, everything has to work to keep that balance. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done, everybody. Excellent. Okay, just bring your feet into goddess position for your last standing posture. We've got time for a couple of seated postures. We're just going to slowly squat. Now, I did a 10-minute Tabata workout earlier today, and there was lots of squats. So I'm really feeling this actually. So just steady yourself here. Just move slightly to the right, slightly to the left. Not so that your knee is over the toe, just enough to distribute that weight differently and evenly to either side. Just try and bring your tailbone down towards the floor, as deep as you can. Well done. I wish I could feel that in my legs. Okay, ready? Last one, each side. 1 and 2. Straighten the legs. Well done. Jump your feet together. Bring yourself down to seated. Okay, well done. Inhale here, forward fold. You will notice you get far deeper this time round than you did in the one previous, as you warmed up your body. And slowly come back up. Because we started with hero pose, a very good complementary pose to that is your lotus position. So we'll just do a little bit of practice on our lotus. Okay, so we're going to just bring that right leg up. I'm going to place it on top of the right thigh. Just as far up the right thigh as you can, but be aware of your knee and your hip. You just want to do what feels right for you. You want to ideally have that heel just tucked in there to the left of the pubic bone, and your foot needs to be well supported on the thigh. Alright, and we can just practice bringing that right knee down towards the floor. Okay, now you don't want any weight on there other than the weight of your hand and arm. Definitely don't be forcing it at all. Okay, and for some people that's as far as you want to go, just to practice the feeling of the leg in that almost half lotus position. For those who want to take something a bit deeper, if you're quite happy here, you can take the right hand round. Okay, now if your foot is in the right position, you'll be able to grab your toes. If it's a bit further down the thigh, you might only manage to get your arm. Or just bring your hand as far around your back as you can. Okay, it's just so you can open up that right shoulder and give that a nice stretch as well. If you've got your toes and you're quite happy, you can come forward. But again, only come forward if your hip is allowing you to do that reasonably comfortably. Otherwise, you just want to keep practicing in this position here, okay? Ardha Baddha Padma Paschimottanasana, this is called. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly come back up. And again, we'll just finish this side by sitting for a few breaths and just slowly try and surrender that right hip. Just try and relax it as much as you can. Just the last few breaths while sitting. If you are quite comfortable here and that right knee is down towards the floor, you can bring the left foot up if you like and come into half lotus for a few breaths. It's a really very comfortable position to sit in when you're feeling quite able to do this and sit for long periods of time in half lotus. Just take a few breaths. And then we're going to take that left leg out and the right leg down. And we're just going to take a few breaths, relaxing before we try the other side. Now you will feel a bit of stiffness in your tops of your feet and the ankles and the hips and things when you practice your lotus. You will. But with regular gentle practice, you'll find that they'll start to open up reasonably quickly. Right, left one, up. And if you get out of the way a bit, sometimes you can find yourself a little bit stiff again, but you might not need that many more kind of sessions of it, and it will be back to where you were before. So, left leg up again, make sure that the foot and ankle are well supported on your thigh. The heel is tucked in to the right hand side of the pubic bone if you're able to get that far without any strain on the knee. You can always just have your foot further down your thigh if that's where you're at. Practice with that. This is your ultimate final position, obviously. Okay? Good. Keep going with that. For those who are comfortable, take the hands round, grab the toes, the arm, or just round the back. So we're opening up the left shoulder. Take a deep breath in, and if you feel comfortable to come forward, then do so. Again, trying to exhale and surrender slowly into the posture. And 3, 4, and 5. Slowly come back up again. Well done. Stay here for a little bit longer. If you can, and if you're quite comfortable, bringing that right leg up and sitting here in half lotus for a few breaths, that's great. Now, if you're happy to continue to sit in this half lotus, you can do for the final posture, or if you prefer just to come out and come into cross-legged position, then that's fine also. We're just going to take the hands behind us. We're just going to bring a nice gentle back bend to finish. So we're going to take our hands back, and we're going to raise the chest towards the ceiling, push down into the hands, bring the tummy forward so that you're bringing a nice little back bend into the back, into the spine. Take the head back if you feel comfortable with that. Breathe. And 5, we'll go to 10, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Coming back up with the head, just release the feet, bring the soles of the feet together about 1.5 feet away from you. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale, come forward, relax, connect with the breath. And slowly come back up again. Well done. Bring the feet into normal Sukhasana. Hands in prayer. And we'll make the sound of the universe. Take a deep breath. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Thank you. Well done, yogis. Great practice today. Make sure you please allow yourself at least a 5-minute Shavasana, please. Just be lying down and relaxing and concentrate on your breath. You really will reduce the cortisol levels even further, and you'll be able to start your day or get really well, or you'll be able to have a nice relaxing sleep tonight. See you next time. Thank you.